All right, so we're going to start with coffee. What are some things that we pulled out of coffee? The consume, connect. What are some things pulled out of that one?
This disguises how we can use coffee spaces as more communal spaces than actual production of economic sources, like for instance of a coffee shop being more used towards social networking instead of for actual coffee.
So communal spaces.
How coffee shops were bringing people together and allowing them to have a place of community, I guess. I
Okay.
guess something in communal spaces.
Okay. Anything else?
Community can be co-created.
Okay.
I put co-created and the cultivation works by the way.
Okay. What else did we get? I found something about coffee shops are seen as indicators of gentrification. Do we know what that means?
Yes.
Okay, so those of you who don't know what that means, it's where people come into communities and they start building them. So basically, there are communities that have been set in stone for a really long time, and they come in and they build things like coffee shops and other ritzy things, and it drives the rent prices up. So it's a big problem. So I'm gonna put that on the list. Anything else? What are some things we highlighted?
Like sentences.
Yeah, so like, just as you were like going through and highlighting and making notes, did anybody make any more notes on this one?
I highlighted a lot.
Okay. Did you make any like notes? Things that like stood out to you?
I did studying in section 12 where it discusses co-working spaces as being like offices. Reading the first sentence. Many of the examples discussed so far involve people gathering and interacting in coffee shops, but in reality many people spend time alone using the coffee shop as an alternate workspace.
Alternate workspace.
And they keep talking about how it's like they keep saying they're third places.
Third places, good. Do we know what a third place is?
Oh, work home coffee shop. It's like a place that you can
It's like
find
work
yourself
home
off.
and then like a third place.
Like
So-
they're in their daily routine.
Good. So third place is in their daily routines. Very good. All right. Y'all want to hear about my notes? Maybe
Yeah.
some guide some of your stuff. I talked about that. Did you catch on that talked about small businesses don't survive? Y'all see something like that in there? Because it costs so much money. That was one thing I saw. Did y'all read the part where it talked about the pubs? Comparing
Yes.
pubs and coffee shops. So who was it saying was more, coffee shops are more welcoming to who?
Women and children.
Women and children. So it's a place for women and children to feel comfortable.
For everybody to feel comfortable.
Right.
Because at like bars, like only like really like grown men can go. Because it's not like in the olden days it wasn't classy for a lady to go drink. And then like the children can't go because they're too little.
They're too late. All right. So I'm on page 13. Page 13, I have this things about the alternative workspaces. I like that. Page 14, it talked about local coffee shops. What are some benefits of local coffee shops?
Well, like they're more local, so like they're like not like trusted more, but like people in your community.
Okay, so you're helping people in your community.
You could build relationships with the workers.
Because if it's local, you'll probably go there more often than you would with like one that's like 15 miles away.
All right, okay, so you build relationships, support those around you. What is also, on page 14, what did it talk about the benefit of shopping locally? That might be connecting to several of the other sources.
Keeping money in your community.
That is one, yes. So I looked on page 14 and where it says 13, does everyone see that? So it's talking about sustainability. So they're more environmental friendly because there's less shipping. That means there's less emissions, so there's less carbon dioxide being let into the atmosphere. So that's how we can connect it to environmentally friendly. All right. Let's start making some more connections. So communal spaces. Was there any other of your sources that talked about community spaces?
Dad ballpark will live on, like that's what's the main location in the city.
Good. Dad ballpark.
You could address it mainly to roads in the natural world as community space.
Okay. Roads. Good. Is there anything else? What about community? What were some other ways that we talked about community throughout the sources?
The one that's like talking about wikis in like Japan, I feel like that would be a good one. Oh, walk.
Kobe?
Yeah, walk to Kobe.
If community basis could be like Berlin Wall as well.
Okay. So I'm going to just write over here community. So y'all did Kobe. And you did Berlin Wall. Okay. Okay. One thing I saw that I realized I didn't say, in coffee, it talked about the rise of technology limits the sociability of people. Like, we're less social because we're more reliant on technology. Did anyone else sketch stuff like that?
Could have put it as an opposing statement towards something like satellite.
Yeah. So rise in technology equals less social, and we can connect that to satellite. Let's go.
Wait, don't erase the board yet.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's there. It's for you. Okay. I also talked on page 13, talking about how they were using the buildings that were already there, like repurposing buildings. Could that be something that we could add up here? Is there any other sources that could talk about, like, why is it important to repurpose buildings?
Because this problem happens in Texarkana, but just leaving the buildings sit there and rot, they start to fall apart, they hurt people, they make your city look ugly, and
Mm-hmm.
they just put into a space that you can have other small businesses or businesses in general.
It's also part of like the history of that city, so it's like sentimental to people.
Good.
And then like if you reuse this stuff, like you'll save a lot of money too.
Save money.
Save money, and economically you won't damage stuff, because if I have big excavators and backhoes and bulldozers taking down a building and rebuilding another one, I'm putting a lot of emissions in them.
Less environmental damage. Okay, could we connect that? What could we connect that to?
Roads in the natural world.
Roads.
And then like in Kobe when it talks about that too, where he talks about like them like getting rid of all this stuff and like
Oh, yeah, and then
tearing all
also-
the stuff down.
Like there is no sea anymore.
Yeah, I was kinda like,
Yes.
what?
There's no sea anymore. They destroyed it, and now there's all these little houses, which is great for the people who live in those little houses. But
What about the fishies? In the sea, the tunnel.
And at the end of that ballpark will live on, it also talks about like I think that they redid construction on somewhere.
mm-hmm.
They were talking about something like that.
Good. Okay.
Wait, are we supposed to be writing these on the paper?
No, this is just for discussion. Discussion. So if you see something that catches your eye, you write it down. Okay. All right. We didn't really talk about loneliness. Did they talk about loneliness in coffee?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like it's really just like the only loneliness that they talk about is like the lack of community. So
Okay,
we
so-
already kind of talked about that.
Just put it
I
right
don't think we
here.
talked about the lack of community, I think we talked about community.
Okay. So loneliness. What did we get from loneliness out of these sources?
The second one goes in, like the second source, social connection and health goes into a deep dive on like interaction with people.
Good.
How being alone can lead to higher health risks, because stress can really affect your health.
Good.
And how being socially active and being in social well standing with others can help improve your health and just overall keep you healthier.
Very good.
Also in coffee shop, they were talking about how like old people go to coffee shops a lot to be social.
Good. So I'm gonna put that up there. Elderly.
And then in like the source, it talks about like the elderly people being the most lonely.
They are. They're very
You have to
lonely.
connect that together.
I believe in Kobe you said that there was a line that said, how the lonelier, the older you get, the lonelier,
Yeah.
Wasn't it like
How do you say that word?
like in Kobe they're attached to their childhood environment, and now that it's gone and everything is gone, it's like they feel like this void and this
It's like a
loneliness.
depression, right?
Something that I thought connected through a lot of these were memories through landscapes. Like in Kobe and that part we live on in I think a coffee shop too, but like memories through buildings, through parks, through just being in an
It's the
area.
nostalgia
Yes.
of your environment.
Good. Oh, that's so
That board is
well.
very full.
It is very full.
And there's probably still more gonna come up later.
There is gonna be more that comes up. What about connection? So like community is one thing. So like community is like how you're social with the people around you and how you feel comfortable with the people around you. But connection is different. So connection, are there any sources that talked about how they were connecting people over space?
Oh, like
The
I feel like
Berlin Wall.
the Berlin Wall is a good one, but Dad Ballpark I feel like too, because the entire family, like, it even talks about the grandkids and like the next generation being connected to that ballpark.
Okay.
Because of those traditions that they started when they were young.
Traditions, I like that. Okay. Well, there's two major ones that we don't have up here that talk about connections.
Coffee.
So connecting over space.
Oh.
Like connecting people, let's say from Texarkana to Arizona.
The road satellite.
The satellites and the roads.
I never read that.
I didn't read the satellite.
So if you did not read the satellites, I read the satellite.
I think I'm gonna read it tonight, cause
Well, let me tell you a little something about the satellite one. The satellite one goes from page 52 all the way to page, yeah, well, those are all like sources. But the reading goes to 65. I only highlighted on 2 pages. Okay?
Which 2 pages? Was it a waste of your time?
No. And the 2 pages I got, fantastic.
What numbers were those?
Page 1 and page 3. So basically what I got out of it is in the abstract, the second sentence says, while low Earth orbit broadband satellites help to connect unconnected communities and achieve the sustainable development goals, there are also significant environmental emissions impacts from burning rocket fuels. Okay. Page 3, it said LEO satellites can provide high capacity, low latency broadband connectivity to hard to reach communities. So there are these places in the world that are disconnected from the rest of the world because they're far away from things. And so is it important that they're connected to the rest of the world, or they have the opportunity to be connected? Yes, it's important for everyone to have the opportunity to be connected, but at what cost, right? So because they're sending these satellites into the atmosphere, and they're smaller and they're cheaper, but if they're smaller and they're cheaper, are they gonna last as long?
No.
No, and so they're just gonna have to keep rebuilding them over and over and over. So there's like a really big environmental impact to connect people to each other. And that connects to, which one?
the road.
The roads. So like it's important that I can drive down the road and check on my grandma. It's very important. One, it's important for her what? Her health. But
Also for her connection.
For her
she won't be lonely.
so she won't be lonely.
Is it for mental and physical?
Yeah, it is. So it's for physical and mental health. But the road that they built for me to get to my grandma's house cuts through a forest. So they had to cut all those trees down.
For them poor deer.
Those poor deer getting hit left and right. And every time I drive my car to go see my grandma, I'm releasing carbon dioxide into the air. And that's a problem. So we could talk about their connection is important, community is important, but at what cost?
I mean, you can't please everyone, though.
You can't please everyone, but it's like be connected to people and be healthy, or stay at home and are do what? And the earth be healthy. So like you
You
can't
can't have both.
you
I
can't
choose
have
B.
both. But
That's kind of self.
can you have both?
I feel
Probably.
like there's a way where you
Yeah.
can have
Isn't
it
it
where
Yes.
it's
less of
cars.
each? I mean, we could walk everywhere.
No,
But
not even that, but like, we can make all kinds of things in the world, like, okay, biking, alright, just saying, bikes.
here he goes.
Dang, y'all cannot,
Problem.
people get ran over walking, people get ran over on bikes, people get hit in their own cars, so.
Okay. So what you have to do in your paper is you have to take two of these sources and connect them into a theme, as we have done right here, right? Yes.
You know how like there's a bunch? Is there like in? I thought we were supposed to pick the overall.
The overarching theme
And
was
then put whatever-
community.
A bunch of sources
Community?
that you want.
Okay, that's what I thought. So we
Like
can
social
pick whatever we want?
yes, as long as you can connect them.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
we can only do two?
you can use all of them, but here the problem is the more you use, the less research that you're going to be able to fit into your paper that supports your solution. So this is going to be a lot of like context for why we have a problem. That's what most of this is. It's not supporting your solution. So your paper is going to be like one paragraph of context. This is my problem. This is why it's a problem. And you're going to introduce your stimulus material. And then after that, you're going to introduce your solution, and your whole paper is telling your reader why your solution is the best. Okay, you'll have an alternative solution in a paragraph, and you'll defend against it as well. So some problems. What we talked about, so community affecting, or connection affecting the environment. That's a problem. What are some other problems?
It affects health. Like, if you don't, like, feel like good health. Do you guys work on the board?
Do what?
Oh, I was like talking about what we have on the board about how it affects health, like loneliness and like
Loneliness affects health, okay? I always feel like I'm misspelling loneliness.
Me too.
That's a really weird word.
Okay? What else?
Gentrification.
Vacation.
And what about the memories?
Okay, what about the memories? What is the problem with the memories?
they
Memories
go
being
away
tied to
when the
landscape.
environment goes away.
So a loss of memories
Lots of memories when,
or loss of
Environments.
and lots of places
Lots of
connected to
to-
memories.
reminders and connections to okay, so
Loss of nostalgic.
A connection to like the environment is taken away once it's demolished or removed or whatever.
Also, nostalgic connections when like landscapes.
alright, what else? Yep.
You wanna know how to spell loneliness?
Am I spelling it wrong this whole time?
It's LONELINESS.
She tried her best. It's okay.
Does it really matter? I think we'll get this one.
Nah.
Alright, what else?
It's a D?
That's
It's
it.
a key.
Oh
EL.
my gosh, I was like, what?
Alright, what about a lack of communal spaces? Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can cause urgent death. Oh, let's go there. Or actually, maybe we do need to go there. You're right. Maybe we do need to go there.
What else?
I would also say communal spaces being like restricted to some environments, like how with the coffee place, that's primarily for women and children. Or like vice versa, like what Josie said, how bars are typically for men.
So restrictions in communal spaces?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, I like that.
And then
We
also,
should
like,
put
this
bike
is
ride.
kind of going a different route with the restrictions, but like, you said something about like the local coffee shops, like you're gonna have people that come from out of town and like you're gonna like so like you run a place a certain way in this place, but you run it a different way in this place. Like it's gonna be like
Lack of continuity.
yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Okay. What else? What are problems?
Like the environmental damage.
Okay.
I forgot about that one.
Right, I got it. Community connection affecting the environment.
Oh, yes, we do. My bad.
What about the technology? Is that a problem?
Yeah.
So rise in technology.
Rise in technology disconnecting people.
Yeah.
Rising tech disconnects. Ooh, it rhymes. Guys, it rhymes.
Do you see how no one's laughing?
Let's stop right
Cause
there.
y'all are lame.
And I laugh at everything.
All right. What else?
I laugh at your face.
That was
But
fun.
I don't laugh at anything for you.
What about this? Repurposing buildings how could that be a problem?
Whether like you're trying to upgrade a building or just better it overall, it's gonna come at the expense of the environment. But that
Good.
connects to the first one as well.
Or people not repurposing
Exactly.
buildings. and
It works
just-
either way. Like if you're gonna build something or demolish something, it's negatively affecting the environment.
Not updating a rundown building can cause it to collapse and kill 100. I can see their I saw
We
that.
learned that
in
in my
my
dad's class
class.
today. We're talking about that. This place in what was
That
it?
probably doesn't connect.
Bangladesh.
Are there any other issues you can see? Okay. So here are some problems. These are general, very, very general problems. Okay? So my suggestion for you now is to pick a problem and then find a specific way to focus on it. So, for example, community connection affecting the environment. I can't just say the whole world's dying. Is that specific enough? No. You need to pick a certain thing. So, like, are we destroying, like, our desire to create community? So, like, a hiking community or a biking community. Are some of those people destroying national parks?
Yeah.
Yes, that's specific, okay? So things like
In the woods.
national parks. Do what?
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 Nothing. I was just.
All right, that's more specific. Loneliness. This would be, you could go elderly people. Who else? What other kind of people are lonely? Teens.
Bachelors.
Bachelors. I will tell you, you're not going to find as much information about bachelors. Who else is lonely? Who? Widows.
Yeah, single moms and dads.
That's what I was thinking of, but the only word they had was like
Bachelors.
Parents. Like,
Divorce.
Why would they be lonely?
so,
My mommy has me.
because I'm going to tell you right now,
Oh,
y'all are teenagers, so you haven't experienced this yet, but when a woman has a baby and she's at home and everyone else that she knows and loves is at work and she's stuck at home with a crying, screaming baby, it's the worst.
And it can be-
Postpartum depression.
Postpartum depression. So are we starting to see how these can go in a million different ways? Okay. So rise in tech disconnecting people. How could we narrow rise in tech disconnects people?
What we do?
It limits like social interaction on a daily basis.
Good.
I swear this is relevant. The other day, I went to Taco Bell, and they had us on the little kiosk where we just put our little order in and started talking to the person. Like,
It deprives people of
Taco
social
Bell.
interaction.
It does.
Taco
Taco Bell.
What about cell phones?
Oh, yeah.
We don't talk to people anymore.
Well, technically,
That's not
I mean,
true.
Technicality, I be on
Social
FaceTime.
media.
face to face and FaceTime are a little different.
I mean, I see your face.
Oh, when something is like, cause you know how since like a lot of people spend their time on their phone, it can cause like, it can affect how they you know how they speak in public. Like I don't know the term for it. Like
Social. interactions.
Like, no, she's talking about when people literally will say, like, how people say LOL, when people say
Like,
IDK, or
Public,
they say
with public
NGL.
speaking, like something like
What's that
along
called?
those lines.
Abbreviations in public speaking.
When, I know what abbreviation is.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I think he knows what abbreviations
I think he
are.
might know.
Perhaps.
So communal
I'm sure there's a
spaces.
term
Pause. Communal spaces. Can you think of downtown some places that they have taken that was just like junk and now we use it for something nice?
Yes, there's
What,
2
is that
apartment
one
buildings that they
term?
That
replaced.
like those empty parts that like are now like coffee shops or something.
Yeah. They call them pocket parks.
Um,
I'm gonna write down.
wait,
I'm listening.
They've turned 2 abandoned warehouses into apartments called Birmingham Lost.
Okay.
The Lost.
They
Right.
turned that train into a coffee shop. You know what I'm talking about?
They've done that in 2 different places.
Does it have to be done?
Alley cat.
Train.
I think so.
Yeah, Alley Cat. That's what it's called.
Oh, does it have to be like downtown?
No, just
Okay, so Church on the Rock. That store used to be a gun store.
Oh yeah, it is.
The old church on the rock and then
Oh, yeah, they like switched spots. I'm pretty sure.
but now it's Pentecostal church.
oh, it used to be
It's a Dick's Sporting Goods.
something mountain.
I thought it was Dick's Sporting Goods.
No, we never had one of those.
Now we have one in the mall, don't we? No, we
No.
We used
No.
to.
We're not. No, we've never had a Dick's.
Really?
No, we're not that upscale, apparently. All right.
Apparently not.
Okay. Can we think of anything else?
Not right now.
Wait,
Okay.
what co-created me?
So, the coffee shop owners didn't set out to be like, oh, right, we're going to create a community of people. Rather, the people who came in saw this as a place that they could create their own community within. So, like the elderly people who came and made their own cute little community where they did fun stuff on like Tuesday nights, stuff like that.
Bingo.
All right.
Enjoying the weekend.
So-
always be great.
You have to pick a problem, okay? On Google Classroom, on the assignment, creating my IWA research question, you have to pick a problem, okay? You have to write it in the form of a question, and you have to tell me which 2 sources you're going to use, okay? Then I'm going to open up the outline. Have I already opened up the outline?
I don't think so.
Okay, I will open up the outline. Or
You did.
no, we're not doing the outline now. We're going to do annotated bibliographies. When you're doing your annotated bibliographies, I'm going to write on there, okay? I want 2 to be about your problem, and I want the rest to be about your solution. So you're going to label it problem, solution. Good?
Great.
All right. Any other things? Yes.
Oh, well,
Is it about this? So I can hit play or pause. Okay.